investigations are ongoing. The Aurora City Council has approved the purchase of a new drive test scanner for the police department despite it costing more than the originally proposed option. The equipment purchased from LexisNexis for about $195,000 using asset forfeiture funds will help officers map cell tower coverage to verify location data in investigations. Council members cited concerns about the background of the lowest bidder, 5-8 Group, and potential ethical issues. The council voted 11-1 to move forward with the purchase, with added training included in the final deal. Geneva is postponing its curbside leaf pickup until spring after a November snowstorm buried leaves under 9 inches of snow. The final pickup route will resume in the second half of March for residents who missed their third collection, weather permitting. In the meantime, residents can bag leaves for free in December using brown yard waste bags to be picked up on regular garbage days. Police in Elmhurst report a chaotic encounter with a 29-year-old woman at her North Willow Street home. Authorities say Marissa Bender was found intoxicated, disheveled, and hiding near an SUV after a disturbance was reported. During her arrest, Bender allegedly resisted officers, kicked, and even bit one officer, though no serious injuries were reported. She now faces multiple felony charges, including aggravated battery and resisting arrest, and is being held at DuPage County Jail. Authorities continue to investigate. I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
So you need last-minute gifts. No judgment. Get an extra 25% off during Kohl's Friends and Family Sale and find great gifts under $20. Like something cozy, something thoughtful, something that says you planned this all along. Yep, you're just one quick trip away from checking off the last gifts on your list. Save now at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Select styles. Offer ends December 24th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
A new exclusive offer with an eligible Bank of America Visa credit card is your opportunity to go from cardholder to ticket holder for the FIFA World Cup 2026. For a limited time, when you're approved for a new customized cash rewards or unlimited cash rewards Visa credit card, you're eligible for a chance to purchase FIFA World Cup 2026 tickets. Learn more today at BofA.com/cardFWC26. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be the official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America N.A. in partnership with Visa. Terms apply. All rights reserved.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. The Blackhawks have placed leading scorer Connor Bedard on the injured reserve. He's listed with an upper body injury. He'll be reevaluated in early January. The Blackhawks open a road trip tonight with a matchup at Toronto. Then on Thursday, they head to Montreal and close things out at Ottawa on Saturday night. Huge battle this Saturday night at Soldier Field when the Bears take on the Packers. The division lead is on the line. Chicago 10-4-0 on top of the NFC North. The Packers are 9-4-1. The Bears close out the season with a tough schedule. After this week, they'll visit the 49ers on December the 28th and then wrap things up at home against the Lions on January the 4th. The Bulls host the Cavaliers tomorrow night. Chicago coming off Sunday's 114-104 loss at home against the Pelicans. Tomorrow's game, the first of two straight against Cleveland. They'll play the second half of the home and home in Cleveland on Friday night. Save big when you bundle auto and home, renters, or condo with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Thanks to Total Wine, you saved more on all the gifts.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Brought to you by Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blade. Today, mostly sunny with a high near 39. Tonight, rain and drizzle likely after 3 a.m., mostly cloudy with a low around 31. Tomorrow, rain before 3 p.m., then a slight chance of rain and snow, cloudy with a high near 47. Currently, it is 35 degrees and mainly clear. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
FIFA World Cup 2026 is coming soon, but your opportunity to be there starts now through an exclusive offer with an eligible Bank of America Visa credit card. For a limited time, become a new customized cash rewards or unlimited cash rewards Visa credit card holder, and you will be eligible for a chance to purchase FIFA World Cup 2026 tickets. Learn more at BofA.com/cardFWC26. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be the official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America N.A. in partnership with Visa. Terms apply.
They're simple, boring, never thought of until they're needed. They're windshield wipers. Only when Mary Anderson became annoyed that New York trolley drivers were stopping to wipe their windshield by hand did anybody do something about it. By attaching a spring-loaded arm to a rubber blade, one woman made travel easier and safer. Look to innovate and pass it on. From passiton.com.
Hi, Hi, this is Sue with Newman's Corner Pub in Hampshire, Illinois. Are you looking for the perfect hangout spot? Swing by Newman's Corner Pub right at the corner of 72 and State Street in Hampshire. Enjoy fantastic drinks, live music, and a fun crowd that makes every visit special. Test your luck with our hot slots and our Queen of Hearts drawing every Saturday at 3 p.m. Challenge your friends to darts or pool while you're here. Newman's Corner Pub, where every day feels like a weekend. Visit us at Route 72 and State Street in Hampshire. That's Newman's Corner Pub, your new favorite spot.
And welcome, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the valley and the talk of the town. Hey, we're broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the listeners, the Fox River Valley area. As always, thank you, everyone, for tuning in today and being a part of the conversation. We are your trusted local radio station for news, talk, and entertainment. We also do have our Tradio segment that is every Monday through Friday starting at 12:30. If you'd like to give us a call, that'll be the time to do so. If you're looking to buy, sell, trade, and or announce to the Fox River Valley area, then that'll be the time to call into the studio number here at 847-931-1410. You've got a particular item that you want to get rid of. If it's got to go, post it here on Tradio. Let us know. You can let other people know out there too. You can also tune in through that AM 1410 dial. We're also streaming here live on youtube.com/WRMN radio. And of course, if you want to hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell. You can always keep yourself up to date and in the loop with what's happening here in the Fox River Valley and what's going on here on WRMN. Let's start off the rest or a continuous of your day here. It is the 11 o'clock hour after all, with what we are seeing for weather and temperatures. So currently right now we have a prediction of a high of 39 degrees. It is partially sunny, sunny to partly cloudy today, and we're seeing that for sure. Current temperatures right now are at 37 degrees. So we have almost hit our high. It is definitely a medium kind of jacket day. Not, you could probably get away with a light jacket. The snow really has continued to melt. It's kind of that gray, mushy snow now, but it really has melted along the sidewalks and so on and so forth too. It was a little bit slick earlier this morning, so just keep prepared for that. Anytime maybe you wake up extra early in the morning, you go into work. It was a little tiny bit slick. It wasn't anything too bad, but just a little bit slick outside today. So make sure when you're walking, you're aware of that. We see a low of 32 degrees for tonight. It's going to be considerable amount of cloudiness. We do see a chance of an occasional rain shower, about 60% chance there. High wind gusts 15 to 25 miles per hour. That's for later tonight. Tomorrow morning and in the early afternoon, pretty much a 90 to 95% chance of rain is in the forecast for tomorrow. Now, this is that interesting day where we see temperatures as high as up to 51 degrees tomorrow. That is a light jacket day, folks. 51 degrees. I'm telling you, we live in Illinois. You know it. Weird weather. High of 51 degrees, dropping down to 13 as our low. So if it does continue to rain and those temperatures drop, that will turn into freezing rain. Cloudy with periods of rain. Rainfall near a quarter of an inch. Wind speeds could occasionally gust over 40 miles per hour. Heading on into Friday as we creep closer to the weekend, we see here intervals of clouds and sunshine. A high of 22 degrees is in that forecast, with a low of 20 degrees, cloudy for Friday night. Saturday rolls around. Interesting temperatures again. High of 41 degrees, cloudy early with partial sunshine is expected. Mostly clear sky for Saturday night. A beautiful new moon will be in the sky. Low of 14 degrees, quite chilly again coming up for Saturday. Into Sunday, mostly sunny skies, a beautiful sunny day, a high of 27. We see a low of 22 degrees, partly cloudy skies in the evening, becoming a little bit more cloudier overnight. Heading on into next week as we get closer into the holidays, we see a high of 39 degrees, overcast skies for Monday the 22nd with a low of 35 degrees. That's for cloudy sky night for Thursday. For Monday. For Tuesday the 23rd, we see a high of 45 degrees, a considerable amount of clouds early. Some decrease in the clouds later in the day. It does drop down to 27 as our low. That's for Tuesday night. Wednesday, a week from today, is Christmas Eve already. We see a high of 39, partly cloudy early, followed by mostly cloudy skies and a few showers later in the day. Dropping down to 35 as our low. Showers are going to be accumulating in the evening. Chance of rain at about 50%. And then Christmas Day, we see cloudy skies early in the morning. Few showers developing later in the day, a high of 48, dropping down to 37 as our low, a shower or two possible, partly cloudy skies later. So that's what we're seeing here, predicted for the rest of this week and also into next week. You can find more information on the weather. That's posted onto weather.com. If you want to take a look at some of the traffic report things that are happening locally, you can find that at travelmidwest.com. Nothing really in particular that really stands out to me other than, of course, the per usual construction we've been seeing around the area. If you want to take a look at it a couple days and the days of when you are traveling for the holidays, it's good to do so. Keep yourself up to date on those messages and reports. You can find any notices that are coming up, any reports. Please feel free to do that. There's Chicago quick traffic on there too. Any congestion that might be specifically in the area too. And you can even do it via state too. So even if you're out of state, you can find that. You can also pinpoint your particular location. So that way it'll give you those alerts on things that are happening locally in the area. Let's go to our inspirational stories of the day. We have quite a long one today that we wanted to talk about. There's a really short one that I'll mention. There were two that were posted today and then a little bit of a longer one. So we'll go through both of them. We'll start off with the short one here. To the stranger who left a boutique on the free curb. I was having a pretty rough morning, but seeing a jar of fresh sunflowers with a note saying, "Take one if you need a smile," completely changed my mood. I took one and now it's sitting on my desk. Thank you for the reminder that the world is still full of quiet, kind people. The second story was written by an anonymous user titled, quote, "How an Unexpected Act of Kindness Saved Christmas." I found this group yesterday, that's sunnyskies.com, and reading the post brought up an old but sweet memory. Since we are approaching Christmas, I thought I'd share it. For as long as I can remember, my family was financially struggling. The year I turned 9 was rough. I think probably the worst. Leading up to Christmas, while my parents tried to hide how stressed they were, I heard my mom crying at night in the other room when she thought we were sleeping and Dad was getting gray streaks in his hair. At some point, from half sentences and vibes, I figured it out. We didn't have money and Christmas is going to suck. I felt really bad for my younger siblings. I figured out 2 years before that the gifts are not brought by angels, but my siblings didn't know that yet, and I wanted to still have that magic. I was trying to convince myself that it's fine, but I just couldn't, and at the same time, I felt selfish and guilty for wanting to cry each time someone mentioned Christmas gifts. So I was not looking forward to the winter break at all. On the last day of school, my humanities and homeroom teacher told me to stay in the classroom until everyone was out because she needed to talk to me. Obviously, I did something. I thought I did something, but instead of getting a lecture, she gave me a little red Christmas card with my name printed on it in gold letters. And it had a little pocket in it with 50 And then it's some sort of a monetary sign I can't understand. I'm not sure. I think it's Canadian dollars. 50. I think it's 50 to Canadian dollars if I'm correct about that. That was a lot of money. She said that she saw an angel leaving it under the class Christmas tree yesterday when she was closing up and had my name on it, but I knew angels weren't bringing gifts at that point. I was crying all the way home and my mom couldn't pull my problem out of me because I kept going back to crying. When we got home, I gave up trying to explain the context and just gave her the card. On the morning of the 25th, there were gifts under the tree. That unexpected 50 gave me and my siblings the chance to stay kids. Later, I found out that my teacher was doing this for multiple kids each year. She was strict but fair and very, very kind. She had an eye to notice when something was wrong. I miss her a lot. I hope she's doing well. She deserves it. So a nice inspirational story, a couple of those to continue on your morning here, especially during the gift giving season, the season of giving in December during the holidays. The time is 16 past the hour. We'll take a quick time out. We'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN. Stay tuned, and we'll be back after these messages.
As veterans, we're no strangers to helping others.
It's what we were taught, trained, and told to do.
It could be for anything. Helping a friend move.
Listening to a fellow veteran for hours, at any hour of the day.
Or just simply making time for people. A neighbor, a loved one, or even a stranger.
We're often the first to help others. There's no question about it.
But we do have one question for the veterans listening.
When was the last time you reached out for help?
Perhaps it's time to do for yourself what you would do for others.
If you or someone you know needs resources, whether it's for stress, finances, employment, or mental health, don't wait. Reach out.
Find more information at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Looking to set sail on your dream vacation? Cruises International has you covered. Specializing in land and sea getaways, they're here to make your vacation unforgettable. Located at 1721 Moon Lake Boulevard in Hoffman Estates, they offer personalized service with a global network of specialists to ensure your trip is tailor-made just for you. Call today at 800-255-7447 to speak with a cruise and vacation expert. And don't miss Travel Tuesdays on WRMN AM 1410 every first Tuesday of the month from 11 to 12 p.m. on Out to Lunch. That's Cruises International. Your vacation, your way.
WRMN's Fantasy Football Blitz, live Saturday mornings from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Live on YouTube/WRMN. Get the hard-hitting facts and statistics to help ignite your team into the fantasy playoffs. Don't set your roster until you've listened to the experts on WRMN's Fantasy Football Blitz.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low, and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability, or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to start to apply. Produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
My mom has taken up going to the park to practice yoga.
My dad's going to a club, but not a book club, a salsa club.
Finding new hobbies comes with age.
My mom has started getting lost and not knowing where she's going.
Becoming lost or disoriented doesn't. Confusion with time or place may be a sign of Alzheimer's. An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
And welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN. It is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. We are in the middle of the week. It is also a wind down Wednesday. A wind down Wednesday on a wind down Wednesday. which also means, of course, that we will be talking about local theater performances on a Wednesday. Usually think of it kind of like a Theater Thursday thing, but usually on Wednesdays. Every month I do talk about when the Fox Valley Magazine does bring out their wines of the month and their testimonials there too. I do talk about that. I already did mention the wines of the month, but if you want to check them out in the Fox River Valley area, you can find it on foxvalleymagazine.com. Now, there's also a ton of different other places that you can also go to. Maybe you have a favorite wine that you like to cuddle up in the evening and sip on that nice glass of wine here on a Wednesday. Of course, be my guest. Of course, you can do that. There's lots of great places that do offer some really great wines on this Wine Down Wednesday. Today will also be the Affordable Wine Report with Larry Lipson. That is during the What's Cooking Today segment with Michael Horn. That'll be coming up from 1 until 2. Larry Lipson always does give you that insight on what are some great quality wines that are under $20. So he'll be speaking with Michael Horn and the audience out there too on CRN, playing here through the AM 1410 dial. That's What's Cooking Today with Michael Horn, also including some other guests as well. So stay tuned for that. That'll be coming up at the 1 o'clock segment today. So later in the show, we'll also go through the theater performances, what's happening at local performance arts theaters. There's so many in the Fox River Valley area that we want to pay tribute to and recognize. And so we're going to be doing that coming up into the 12 o'clock hour. Let's see what we have here. Interesting facts to continue on your morning. By total area, Canada is the world's second largest country. Only Russia is larger. Australia is wider than the moon. Yes, Australia. You've heard of Australia, right? The Aussie. The Australia, yes, it's wider than the moon. That's kind of interesting. Let's see some other things here as well. Great white sharks rarely survive in captivity. Experts suspect the electricity in buildings interfere with the animals' electrosensory systems, though that hasn't stopped some aquariums from trying and failing to display them. Interesting. And there are a total of 293 different ways to make change for a U.S. dollar. That is a lot of different ways, folks. Yes, it is. So those are some interesting facts to talk about, to boot. Maybe you knew about them. Maybe you didn't. The word of the day today, recognized by the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, is espouse. That is E-S-P-O-U-S-E. Now, the word espouse is a verb. To espouse an ideology, belief, etc., is to take it up and support it as a cause. Espouse is usually encountered in formal speech and writing. So here's an example. The article explores some of the lesser-known viewpoints espoused by the charismatic leader, right? Or we announce here on Tradio. We announce here all the different Tradio callers that are espoused by people calling in and people texting into the text line. I don't know. I tried to use a real life example here with WRMN and Tradio, but I don't know. Maybe it worked, maybe it didn't. But you get the gist of it, right? It's a verb. Espouse is the word of the day today, recognized by the Merriam-Webster's Dictionary. There you go. Before we take a quick time out, let's go through our national days. What are the national days recognized, celebrated, and enjoyed today? Well, of course, if you are a big fan of holding on a little bit longer to the fall season here, we know, of course, when it comes to fall and autumn, when we think of different sweet treats to enjoy, right? We think of pumpkin, but we also think of maple. And today is National Maple Syrup Day today. It's on the 17th, calls for orders of pancakes, French toast, or biscuits, topped off with butter and delicious maple syrup. Now, it is usually from the xylem sap of sugar maple, red maple, or black maple trees that maple syrup is made from, although it's not limited to those maple species. These trees in cold climates store starch in their trunks and at their roots, and, lost my place, excuse me. Oh my goodness me. And also, in the spring, the starch is then converted to sugar that rises in the sap. The maple trees are then tapped by boring holes into their trunks and then releasing the sap. Then it's collected. After the sap is collected, the process of heating them evaporates much of the water, leaving the concentrated syrup, sticky consistency. the indigenous peoples of North America first collected, processed, and used maple syrup. European settlers adopted the practice and gradually refined production methods. And by the 1970s, technological improvements further refined the process of making syrup, making it more available for the process. A maple syrup production farm is called a sugar bush, a sugar bush, not a sugar blush, a sugar bush, or also sugar wood. Now, up until the 1930s, the United States led in maple syrup production. Now Canada produces the most maple syrup. So there's lots of good places that you can get maple syrup at. You can purchase it for yourself. Check out more information on the local side of things. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, we've got a nice picture here from Carol with a K. Thank you, Carol, for sending this really cool picture here. I want to share it with you folks. It's Ugly Sweater Day at work today. Carol, I love it. That is fantastic. It's more than an ugly sweater. It's not even ugly, by the way, too. It's cute. I love it. It's almost like a full-on costume. She's got her hoodie there, and it's like the top part of the Christmas tree. I love it. So Carol with a K, thank you so much for sending over this picture to us. Always fun to have a little bit of a chuckle and a laugh during the day, during the holiday season, and here on Out to Lunch and any of our local programming shows here on WRMN. So, Carol with the K, I love it. Love it. That's awesome. Did you make it yourself? Let me know. And if you folks out there have any other cool pictures you want to send over to us, of course, you can do so here on the text line. That's 505-926-1410. Very cool. Let's see some other days that are recognized today on this beautiful Wednesday. So we talked about National Maple Syrup Day. It's also the Wright Brothers Day, recognized on the 17th. Each year, a proclamation invites the people of the United States to observe this day with appropriate ceremonies and activities. So, the U.S. Code directs that Wright Brothers Day commemorates the first successful flights in a heavier-than-air mechanically propelled airplane. Orville and Wilbur Wright made that first successful flight on December 17th back this day in 1903 near Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. While other inventors created planes that flew, Orville and Wilbur invented the first mechanically propelled aeroplane. Those inventors who came before them inspired the Wright brothers in so many ways, too. So how cool is that? I mean, even when they were young, they developed this fascination with flight. They were inspired by a rubber band propelled helicopter that was created by the inventor Alphonse Pénaud. And the brothers dedicated their lives to this invention. They were so excited about it. They were developing, they had such a great fascination for it. And so they first found success manufacturing bicycles back in the day, including the Van Cleve and St. Clair, too. So some interesting history that is there, preserved, and ready to be shared. You can find this and more on the nationaldaycalendar.com. You can also find it on nationaltoday.com. There's some great ways that you can participate in those days. Check out local businesses that also might be participating in those too. A couple other different birthdays are recognized today. It is Pope Francis's birthday as well. Born on this day back in 1936. So wishing him a happy birthday. He is, as such, head of the Catholic Church. There's that religious leader, previous Pope Francis there. Previous Pope Francis. Taking a look at the time, it is approaching the bottom of the hour news. We'll go to some messages from our sponsors. When we come back, we'll go through some things here, including a conversation story of the day. How do you know if ice cream has gone bad? Usually you don't think too much about this. You think, well, ice cream, it's frozen. It'll stay good, right? No one really wants to discover a freezer full of spoiled ice cream, right? But here's how to tell if the creamy treat is still good and how to make sure it's safe to eat for as long as possible. We'll talk about that coming up next here on Out to Lunch. WRMN, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
This update brought to you by Progressive. The Aurora City Council has approved the purchase of a new drive test scanner for the police department despite it costing more than the originally proposed option. The equipment, purchased from LexisNexis for about $195,000 using asset forfeiture funds, will help officers map cell tower coverage to verify location data in investigations. Council members cited concerns about the background of the lowest bidder, 5-8 Group, and potential ethical issues. The council voted 11-1 to move forward with the purchase, with added training included in the final deal. Geneva is postponing its curbside leaf pickup until spring after a November snowstorm buried leaves under 9 inches of snow. The final pickup route will resume in the second half of March for residents who missed their third collection, weather permitting. In the meantime, residents can bag leaves for free in December using brown yard waste bags to be picked up on regular garbage days. Police in Elmhurst report a chaotic encounter with a 29-year-old woman at her North Willow Street home. Authorities say Marissa Bender was found intoxicated, disheveled, and hiding near an SUV after a disturbance was reported. During her arrest, Bender allegedly resisted officers, kicked, and even bit one officer, though no serious injuries were reported. She now faces multiple felony charges, including aggravated battery and resisting arrest, and is being held at DuPage County Jail. Authorities continue to investigate. 2 Chicago men are in custody following a violent home invasion in Homer Glen, with authorities saying charges are likely pending for a similar incident in Lamont. Deputies report that the suspects, armed with handguns, forced 2 elderly women into their homes, bound them, and stole debit cards to withdraw cash. A stolen vehicle was used in both incidents, and a multi-agency pursuit ended with the suspect's arrest. Officials say all 3 suspects have extensive criminal histories, and investigations are ongoing.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
So you need last-minute gifts. No judgment. Get an extra 25% off during Kohl's Friends and Family Sale and find great gifts under $20. Like something cozy, something thoughtful, something that says you planned this all along. Yep, you're just one quick trip away from checking off the last gifts on your list. Save now at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Select styles. Offer ends December 24th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
With Progressive, it's easy to reach customer service with our app, website, chat, or by phone. Because when getting help is hard, it's not help at all.
A little help. A little help over here.
Thank you for calling Bench Press Assistance.
What?
Due to excessive gym volume, all available spotters are currently lifting heavy weights off the chests of other bench pressers.
Seriously?
Please continue to hold, and we will remove the barbell from your chest in the order in which your cry for help was received.
Getting assistance should be easy. With Progressive, it is. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
This is the time of the year most of us are checking off our holiday gift list. Identity thieves have lists too, and your personal information might be on that list. Protect your identity with LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every single second and alerts you to the threats you could miss yourself. If your identity is stolen, your own U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to work to fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Make this season about joy, not identity theft, with LifeLock. Save up to 40% off your first year at LifeLock.com with the promo code BECK. Terms apply.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto all on one platform. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move. All investments involve risk, including loss of principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Portfolio management offered by Robinhood Strategies, an SEC registered advisor.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Hot Hands, America's favorite hand warmers. Today, mostly sunny with a high near 39, temperatures falling to around 34 in the afternoon, gusts as high as 15 miles per hour. Tonight, rain and drizzle likely after 3 a.m., mostly cloudy with a low around 31, temperatures rising to around 40 overnight. Currently, it is 36 with clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
CVS Health supports people in the moments that matter, from picking up a prescription to connecting care. With nearly 5 million daily interactions and serving 185 million consumers and 1.5 million healthcare professionals, CVS Health holds a trusted place in healthcare. By simplifying care and improving health, we're helping people get the care they need. Learn more at cvshealth.com/Investor Day.
And welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the Valley and the talk of the town, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Remember, you are listening to your trusted local radio station for news, talk, and entertainment. If you want to be a part of the conversation, feel free to comment live here on YouTube, youtube.com/WRMN Radio. Or, of course, you can also send us a text at 505-926-1410 for more information. Hello to Brendan in the comments. Number one fan of WRMN. Very nice, Brendan. We appreciate you tuning in, as always. What I wanted to do is I wanted to talk to you a little bit about ice cream. Now, of course, we know it. It is the cold weather. It's the cold days, right? Now, if you are like me, the cold weather doesn't bother me in the sense that I still get my iced coffees. Okay, unless it's like in the negative degrees and I am just bone chilling, I'm cold, I can't warm up, then yes, of course, a nice hot coffee. And I do enjoy a nice hot coffee here and there. But generally speaking, I do like iced coffee. And maybe you yourself are the same way too. And it might also apply to ice cream as well. A delicious dessert and treat to have. And of course, it's been around for centuries and centuries. But how do you know if ice cream has gone bad? Do you really know? You think to yourself, you know what? It's been in my freezer for so long. Yes, it may have gotten freezer burn, but it is ice cream after all. So how do I know if it's bad? Do I really know? Well, here is a tip for you. This was posted a couple months ago by Marla McCool of mentalfloss.com, sharing the secret is to know how to know if ice cream has gone bad in your freezer. Because we all deserve a bowl of non-spoiled ice cream. Nothing says summer, and I know it's not summer. It is winter, but you can still get ice cream. Nothing says summer like a hearty helping of ice cream, right? Whether your preference is for soft serve, custard, sherbet, or something else, a cup or cone of frozen treat is a favorite way to beat the heat, or to enjoy it during a cold day, too. This does apply also for those who do enjoy a nice ice cream treat, even during the winter. Often it's more economical and convenient to have a pint of maybe Ben & Jerry's or maybe a local creamery too, which we'll talk about coming up after this article too. I'll go through some places that some suggestions in the Fox River Valley that you can get some good, delicious cold treats to enjoy even with the cold weather. Fortunately, there are ways to tell if ice cream is bad. How do you know? There are ways, yes. And here are some steps that you can take to keep it as fresh as possible for longer. So how long does ice cream last in the freezer? The main risk in old ice cream is bacterial contamination, especially if it has been previously opened. Freezing ice cream slows bacterial growth, but it doesn't actually kill the bacteria. This means that any thawing that occurs while you eat it gives those bacteria the chance to continue growing. Then it causes the ice cream to go bad over time. So unfortunately, it doesn't last forever, even in the freezer. This is especially true if ice cream is out of the freezer for an extended period of time. Because it is dairy, leaving it out at over 40 degrees Fahrenheit for more than 2 hours poses a serious danger of spoilage. Ice cream can have many of the same signs as milk gone bad, so it's important to know what to look for. One of them being the expiration date on your ice cream container. Signs that the ice cream has gone bad. One of them is a bloated carton. That's an interesting way of noticing that, is if the carton is bloated in your freezer. You find it at the bottom of your freezer and it's bloated. That is a way to tell that it is going bad. A sour smell, of course, can detect it. A dull color is another one. If the ice cream is very dull in color, it's starting to go bad. And also a sticky texture. That is, of course, something else to note. Some contamination doesn't exhibit any sign at all. For this reason, it's often best to throw out ice cream past the expiration date once it's been opened. Now, there is also a big difference between the shelf life of commercial ice cream and homemade ice cream. Commercialized ice cream often has those preservatives that can allow it to last longer in the freezer for about a year in total. Ice cream you've made yourself or store-bought products that indicate on the carton they don't contain artificial preservatives don't last nearly as long. In fact, Southern Living consultant Sally Mengel, co-owner of a small handcrafted ice cream shop, talks about preservation and found that more natural versions do last around 3 months. So how to keep your ice cream like new? There are ways to preserve your ice cream's initial creamy texture in the freezer after opening it, which hopefully means it all gets eaten before expiration is even an issue. Because freezer burn is one of the most common and most unpleasant issues when saving opened ice cream, preventing it is key. Always making sure, of course, to close the lid tight is one easy step to keeping that ice cream fresh. One surprising culprit that causes freezer burn is actually the tool many people use to scoop their ice cream, a warm spoon. The spoon is usually warmed using hot water, causing drops of moisture potentially end up in the ice cream, and then it refreezes into those crunchy ice crystals that we have experienced before. The warm utensil also melts the ice cream in around it to get that perfectly smooth scoop. This is great in the moment, but can actually cause strange textural differences later where the melting occurred. Similarly, any thawing at all of the ice cream disrupts its texture when it refreezes. To prevent unnecessary thawing, you can place your ice cream in the coldest part of the freezer, which is actually towards the middle in the back. Now, of course, everyone's freezer is going to be a little bit different, but generally speaking, for a generalized freezer, it does say towards the middle in the back. The worst location actually for the ice cream is the freezer door, which constantly gets exposed to that warmer outside air. So keeping your ice cream fresh is key to enjoying it throughout the days. Its creamy, delicious flavor to the fullest. And with just a little bit of care, your favorite frozen treat will stay ready to delight, of course. So that is some information there on how to keep your ice cream from going bad. Now, there's also some information too on how, actually why soft serve is not legally considered ice cream. This is another interesting article that was written. This is by Nick Kepler of mentalfloss.com. So as we know, many different local businesses, especially the big ones like Dairy Queen, they've been synonymous for those great treats. And of course, there's many other places that you can go to. Now, if you look closely at the chain's menu of cones, sundaes, and treats and blizzards, never is there an explicit mention of what may assume is their trademark food category. So what is the difference between ice cream and soft serve? Well, the reason for this is because the U.S. Department of Agriculture has rather detailed definition of what ice cream is. To be legally marketed as such, a frozen dairy product usually must weigh at least 4.5 pounds a gallon, hold at least 1.6 pounds of solid material per gallon, contain at least 10% milk fat, contain that milk fat as a solid unless the milk fat content exceeds 10%, in which case there is a whole schedule about how much of the fat must be solid. So there are some technical things that go into this. Now, for example, Dairy Queen's refrigerated sweetened milk-based product is about 5% milk fat and is too light to reliably fit the other stipulations. So it is technically not ice cream. Interesting. Now, of course, you can read a little history on the history of soft serve and how it came to be, but it's interesting to know that soft serve is technically legally not considered ice cream. Interesting. So there's some cool stuff that you can find on there too. If you want to check it out for more information, you can find it at mentalfloss.com. And yes, I know we're talking about a cold treat to enjoy, but you can do so, right? Maybe I'm making you cold. I don't know. Maybe you prefer something a little bit more on the warmer side. When we come back from this break, we'll talk about what are some local businesses that serve some delicious cold treats around the area, especially since the weather is starting to warm up just a little bit here. Maybe you want to get a little bit of a fix-in for some ice cream during the afternoon, maybe going out to lunch, right? There's a couple places in mind that we'll touch base on here in just a little bit. We're going to take a quick time out, and we'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN. Stay tuned. We'll be back.
Looking to buy or sell a home in Chicagoland? Need trusted legal help with real estate, evictions, or estate planning? Turn to Guthrie & Brady, the happy lawyers serving the greater Chicago area since 1965. With over 50 years of experience, they handle titles and deeds, foreclosures, landlord-tenant issues, wills, trusts, and more. Appointments available evenings or weekends at their Roselle office or right in your home. Call Guthrie and Brady now at 847-524-1215. That's 847-524-1215. Or visit gnblegal.com. Guthrie and Brady, personal, professional, affordable legal services for all of Chicagoland. The happy lawyers since 1965. That's gnblegal.com. Or 847-524-1215. Guthrie and Brady, trusted legal help made easy, fast, affordable, and experienced. Call today.
Your kids could get free or low-cost health coverage from Medicaid or CHIP. Even if you've applied before, they may be eligible now. Kids up to age 19 are covered for checkups, vaccines, dentist visits, hospital care, and more. And if they already have Medicaid or CHIP, remember to renew every year. Visit insurekidsnow.gov or call 877-KIDS-NOW. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Join your co-hosts Mike Tooman and Paul Burvitt on our weekly radio hour, Chief Guard of the Republic, where we talk about all things national security, defense, personal security, safety, and dealing with law enforcement situations. Call in 847-931-1410. Ask us questions. We will get you answers. Every week, Saturday, noon to 1 on 1410 AM WRMN Elgin. Streaming on WRMN1410.com. Chat with us on WRMN's YouTube live channel.
Systems run everything. Government, economy, media, justice. They shape your choices, your opportunities, your future. But do they work for you or against you? On Apolitical Talk Show, we break them down. Not to destroy, but to understand. Because if you don't see how the system works, you won't see when it's being manipulated or who's benefiting from it. Power belongs to those who know the rules, challenge the loopholes, and demand accountability. That starts with knowledge. That starts here. Join us weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. as we uncover what's really happening behind the headlines so you can decide for yourself what's fair, what's broken, and what needs to change. Apolitical Talk Show, breaking down the systems to build them up together. Right here, weekdays 4 to 6 on WRMN, the talk of the town.
And welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN. It is a lovely Wednesday today. We hope that you are enjoying the last couple of minutes, or roughly 12 minutes, 11 and 10 seconds of left of here of the morning as we get closer into that afternoon time. Stay tuned for more here on WRMN, AM 1410. We've got your local programming right around the corner, too. You can also check out our website, WRMN1410.com, to keep up to date with what we have in store for you. Now, we talked a little bit here about ice cream, keeping ice cream nice and fresh. The fact that soft served is not considered ice cream, apparently. But now we're going to go into some great places that you can go to, especially locally sourced and operated businesses in the Fox River Valley area that you can enjoy some good ice cream treats at. Now, of course, locally sourced ice cream does offer that richer experience for both your taste buds and also the community. One of the biggest advantages, of course, is that freshness that entails into it. Local creameries often use milk and cream from the nearby farms, which means that the ingredients go from pasture to pint in a much faster process. Fresher dairy results in the creamier texture, also fuller flavor. It tends to be richer and more authentic taste that you can't always find in those mass-produced brands. Now, there is also the other benefit, which is quality and transparency. Local producers typically make smaller batches, which then allows for greater attention to detail. And, of course, you don't have as much of those artificial additives and or preservatives. Many local ice cream makers proudly share where their ingredients come from. It then gives those consumers confidence in what they're enjoying. They know exactly what's in the ingredients, what the process is. Sometimes there's places that'll even give you tours on some different local creameries that'll give you tours on how they make the process of the ice cream and all of that locally sourced. So again, choosing locally sourced ice cream also supports the local economy. When you buy from neighborhood creameries and farmers, your money stays in the community. It helps those small businesses thrive, and it supports local jobs. So I wanted to give you some insights on some good places to go to. I have a couple favorites for myself. The first one I'll talk about includes very rich ice cream that I always enjoy, and that is Al's Cafe and Creamery, located just around the corner here at 43 DuPage Court in Elgin. So if you are looking to explore the Elgin area and you want to get some good insights, of course, right over there at 20 DuPage Court is the Elgin Area Chamber of Commerce. You can step in, check out their guides, speak with the lovely ladies and faces of the Elgin Area Chamber of Commerce, and then stop on by to Al's Cafe and Creamery, located here in Elgin. They also do offer outdoor seating, but of course, with the colder weather, you maybe want to enjoy their beautiful indoor setting, which I always love to go to and check out. The indoor setting is very much that mixture, kind of that old 1920s, 30s style of a creamery to go to, like a diner or creamery to go to. So it got the original hardwood floors. The benches that are in there are actually pews. They look like pews from churches, beautifully designed and innate carvings of the crosses on there, which is pretty cool to see. They've got some beautiful food choices to enjoy. So not just ice cream, of course, whole full-grown meals. Also, they have their lunch menu available too. I've talked about Al's Cafe many times, but such a great place to go to, and you're supporting local as well. Their ice cream is very rich. You get lots of flavor there, so I recommend checking that out. You can go to alscafe.com for more info. They have their whole menu available. Of course, they also do have their famous Burns malts as well. It's their world famous ones of malts and shakes, rich and thick with more than 6 scoops of deluxe vanilla ice cream and no added milk. What's great too is, of course, you get that icy cold metal cup that includes extra ice cream on the side too sometimes that you can get. So you can try the classics or also the premiums for good prices. You can also check out their entire menu. They've got so many different options here for you. If you are a fan of the fish, they've got it. The meats, they've got it. The veggies, they've got it. Lots of good things. Cold cuts, burgers, pasta, whole list of some really great things. They also do have their seasonal menu as well too, so definitely good to check that out. Another good place to go to, and I know that it is a larger brand, but La Michoacana is a good one to go to for some Mexican-style ice cream. It's really good, and it's also pretty well priced too. I know that they recently opened a couple new locations, even just in Elgin, excuse me. So you can go there. They have one on McLean Boulevard in Elgin. Lots of different sweet treats to enjoy. So they've got a whole list of ones. They also have frozen fruits that you can enjoy. So those different frozen fruit shakes, and they've got a whole list of different ones that you can go to, even just within Elgin. But in the Fox River Valley area, there's tons of different ones out there. If you go out to Pingree Grove, there is the delicious Milk House ice cream. I've been there many times before. I do like their coffee ice cream there is very good. It offers that delicious and creative flavors, including high-quality ingredients that are sourced locally. Yes, because Pingree Grove is not too far away from Hampshire and around that area as well. So good ice cream to enjoy. You can check it out, themilkhouseicecream.com. Cute little place to go to. You can get the inside scoop on what they have to offer. They also do have their bragging rights as well, so you can try that out too. They were established in 2015, and they are established by Clint and Brooke, who own the place too. So very cool and forever classically whimsical. You can check them out at 230 Ryan King Road in Pingree Grove. So very nice, and they've got some great ice cream that's out there. So if you want to check a little bit more on the information there and history, you can. They are featured on Illinois Made, WBBM feature, and also on the Chicago Tribune. What's great, too, is they also decorate for the holidays, so you can get some great, delicious choices during the holiday season. So check out more information. I mean, they've got their butter pecan, chocolate, grape sherbet, key lime pie, mint chip, whole list of some delicious options. If you do prefer just something a little bit more on the classical side of chocolate or vanilla, they have those two available. And of course, they also offer pies and cakes and gift cards. So they can accommodate you with them gift cards for the holiday season to give to someone. So that's the Milk House. That's another good local staple in the community. There's also Kimmer's Ice Cream. That one is located in St. Charles, Elmhurst, and also Wheaton. They've got that beautiful black and pink sign that's up there. It really pops out. They've got some great creameries and delicious choices to choose from. You can also try their cakes and pies there too. And you can have it paired with your favorite ice cream. So they do make them in-house. Very delicious. So again, some great scoops. Get those inside scoops. I'm giving it to you folks on some local businesses that offer these delicious treats to enjoy. Of course, you can't forget Van's Frozen Custard, now recently located now into Carpentersville in that area. They're moving pretty soon here. But they're located in East Dundee, another good place to go to. Now, I know it's not technically ice cream, it's frozen custard, but that's another good place to check out if you've never been there before. Lots of other great ones that you can go to. Of course, check it out for more information. That is posted on different outlets on the websites. There's also Scoopy-Doo Creamery as well. There's Stop and Dip right across the street here. They have their gelatos, which are very good. There's also West Elgin has Cafe Mariani, which has some really good gelato shakes and affogatos. There's also Oberweis, of course. My childhood best friend's grandmother, her family, the Conros, I've talked about them before. They have a farm in Hampshire. They used to deliver the milk to make Oberweis ice cream. That was always something. I always used to go to Oberweis when I was a kid, and my friend would say, "Oh, it's my family's ice cream. It's my family's milk." So very cool to have that too. Lots of good places, folks. Check out more information posted on the World Wide Web. You can also find it on what's happening in Elgin, St. Charles, Geneva. Check out those different businesses. If you're looking for keyword searches, that Google Gemini AI is there to help you too, to look it up. Lots of other great things that are coming up here too. We're going to be approaching the 12 o'clock hour, which means we're going to be talking about some local theater productions. What's happening locally at the theaters. And of course, that also includes movie theaters too, a little briefly. I like to just kind of breeze through some of those too, but especially paying tribute and attention to the local theater companies and organizations with local folks. So stay tuned for that and more. We've got our Tradio segment also at 12:30. And then, of course, talking more on what's happening locally in the Fox River Valley area. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Elgin isn't just a city. It's a community built on connection, innovation, and opportunity. And at the heart of it all is the Elgin Chamber of Commerce. For over a century, the Elgin Chamber has helped local businesses grow, connecting entrepreneurs, advocating for progress, and inspiring the leaders of tomorrow. Whether you're a new business just starting out or an established company looking to expand, the Elgin Chamber is your partner for success. Join a powerful network of leaders making a difference in our community every day. Together, we're shaping the future of Elgin one connection at a time. Elgin Area Chamber of Commerce, where business and community grow together. Call now, 847-741-5660, or go to info@elginchamber.com. Contact Carol Gieske.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 12.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley. This update brought to you by Starbucks.
Police in Elmhurst report a chaotic encounter with a 29-year-old woman at her North Willow Street home. Authorities say Marissa Bender was found intoxicated, disheveled, and hiding near an SUV after a disturbance was reported. During her arrest, Bender allegedly resisted officers, kicked, and even bit one officer, though no serious injuries were reported. She now faces multiple felony charges, including aggravated battery and resisting arrest, and is being held at DuPage County Jail. Authorities continue to investigate. 2 Chicago men are in custody following a violent home invasion in Homer Glen, with authorities saying charges are likely pending for a similar incident in Lamont. Deputies report that the suspects, armed with handguns, forced 2 elderly women into their homes, bound them, and stole debit cards to withdraw cash. A stolen vehicle was used in both incidents, and a multi-agency pursuit ended with the suspects' arrest. Officials say all 3 suspects have extensive criminal histories, and investigations are ongoing. The Aurora City Council has approved the purchase of a new drive test scanner for the police department, despite it costing more than the originally proposed option. The equipment, purchased from LexisNexis for about $195,000 using asset forfeiture funds, will help officers map cell tower coverage to verify location data in investigations. Council members cited concerns about the background of the lowest bidder, 5-8 Group, and potential ethical issues. The council voted 11-1 to move forward with the purchase, with added training included in the final deal. Geneva is postponing its curbside leaf pickup until spring after a November snowstorm buried leaves under 9 inches of snow. The final pickup route will resume in the second half of March for residents who missed their third collection, weather permitting. In the meantime, residents can bag leaves for free in December using brown yard waste bags to be picked up on regular garbage days.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
250 years ago, a promise was made to connect families and friends near and far. And during the holidays, that promise is more important than ever. That's why USPS is building a better network to meet your needs, with timely deliveries, easy and affordable ways to ship, and everything you need to make your season full of holiday cheer. Our purpose is delivering your peace of mind, knowing your love will arrive, bringing joy to all. The United States Postal Service. Learn more at USPS.com/holidays.
CVS Health supports people in the moments that matter, from picking up a prescription to connecting care. With nearly 5 million daily interactions and serving 185 million consumers and 1.5 million healthcare professionals, CVS Health holds a trusted place in healthcare. By simplifying care and improving health, we're helping people get the care they need. Learn more at cvshealth.com/investor day.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. The Bulls host the Cavaliers tomorrow night. Chicago coming off Sunday's 114-104 loss at home against the Pelicans. Tomorrow's game, the first of 2 straight against Cleveland. They'll play the second half of the home-and-home in Cleveland on Friday night. The Blackhawks have placed leading scorer Connor Bedard on the injured reserve. He's listed with an upper body injury. He'll be reevaluated in early January. The Blackhawks open a road trip tonight with a matchup at Toronto. Then on Thursday, they head to Montreal and close things out at Ottawa on Saturday night. Huge battle this Saturday night at Soldier Field when the Bears take on the Packers. The division lead is on the line. Chicago 10-4-0 on top of the NFC North. The Packers are 9-4-1. The Bears close out the season with a tough schedule. After this week, they'll visit the 49ers on December the 28th and then wrap things up at home against the Lions on January the 4th. Save big when you bundle auto and home, renters, or condo with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
One of Macy's most wonderful holiday perks is happening right now. Macy's Money.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Hot Hands, America's favorite hand warmers. Today, mostly sunny with a high near 39, temperatures falling to around 34 in the afternoon, gusts as high as 15 miles per hour. Tonight, rain and drizzle likely after 3 a.m., mostly cloudy with a low around 31, temperatures rising to around 40 overnight. Currently, it is 36 with clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
CVS Health supports people in the moments that matter, from picking up a prescription to connecting care. With nearly 5 million daily interactions and serving 185 million consumers and 1.5 million healthcare professionals, CVS Health holds a trusted place in healthcare. By simplifying care and improving health, we're helping people get the care they need. Learn more at cvshealth.com/
Ever tried balancing a dozen eggs in one hand while hopping on one foot? Or maybe juggling cats while riding the unicycle? Sounds ridiculous, right? But guess what? That's exactly what texting while driving is like. Your human brain only has the capacity to focus on one thing at a time. So when you're behind the wheel, give driving your undivided attention.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
I'll trust water bottles and a flashlight to save the day, but I'll be proved wrong.
With a tornado approaching, I'll realize that I lack a wheelchair-accessible shelter.
When the floodwaters rise, I'll be up in the attic with 20 cans of beans. It's a recipe for disaster.
let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
And welcome, folks, to the 12 o'clock hour here on WRMN. This is Matt McNeil taking you out to lunch, yes. Talking about ice cream during the last hour here, of course. And it's a cold day outside. Well, it's not super cold. It's definitely warming up here. As we take a little look here at the temperatures for the rest of this morning, now actually afternoon, had to catch myself there again. We see here a high of 39 degrees is in that forecast today. Again, current temperatures as I'm speaking right now are definitely in the 30s at 38 degrees, almost at our high. Now for tonight, we're going to be seeing a low of about 32 degrees in that forecast. It is supposed to be, again, partly to mostly sunny. We're seeing it right now being mostly sunny outside. It was a little bit slick earlier this morning, in the very early morning, but now it has definitely started to kind of, I guess, dry up a little bit. Some parts are still wet, of course, because of the snow melting. Tonight, again, a low of 32, chance of rain at 60% chance. Some other things to consider as well. Tomorrow's going to be that high of 51 degrees, dropping down to 13 degrees. So what is that? That's a 38-degree difference as the high and the low. Cloudy with periods of rain. Chance of rain tomorrow is 90%. Rainfall near 1/4 inch. Winds could occasionally gust over 40 miles per hour. For a low of 13, mostly cloudy and windy, which means potential chance if that rain does continue on into the afternoon. Temperatures will continue to drop, of course, which means it could turn into that freezing rain. For Friday, as we get closer to the weekend, a high of 22 and a low of 20. Intervals of clouds and sunshine throughout the day. Saturday over the weekend, the 20th of December, is predicted to be a high of 41, cloudy early, with a low of 14 degrees, mostly clear skies coming through that Saturday, the 20th. For Sunday, the 21st, we see mostly sunny skies in that forecast with a high of 27 degrees. It then drops down to 22 as our low, partly cloudy skies in the evening, and then it does become cloudier overnight. Into next week, Monday, we get closer to Christmas and Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, I meant to say. So Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. We see a high of 39, overcast for Monday with a low of 35. Tuesday is Christmas Adam, if you call it that. That's a high of 45 degrees and a low of 20 degrees in that forecast. For Wednesday, the 24th, it's Christmas Eve, and a high of 39 is in that forecast. Partly cloudy skies early, followed by mostly cloudy skies and a few showers later in the day. It drops down to 35 as our low, showers in the evening. And then for Thursday, Christmas morning, we see cloudy skies early in the day, a few showers developing later in the day with a high of 48 and a low of 37. That chance of rain ranges from 30 to 40%. So that's what we're seeing for the weather and temperatures here again for the rest of this week and also into next week. Now let's see what's happening locally at some of these fantastic performing arts centers and performance organizations. Recently posted by ExploreElginArea.com, there is a new theater space that is recently in the city of Elgin. They recently congratulated the Lodge Performing Arts Center. They had a recent ribbon cutting that was on December 12th, celebrating the new theater space in the city of Elgin. Now, this is located on Villa Street in Elgin. It's a new facility that is going to provide 2 theater spaces, as well as dressing rooms and also set workshops, all in one historic building in the downtown area. So if you want to check it out, it's the Lodge Performing Arts Center that's at 18 Villa Court in Elgin. So if you look it up, you'll be able to find pictures, or of course, go right over and check them out. You can find videos and pictures posted, but you might be familiar, of course, where in particular it's located, right outside, right in the downtown Elgin area as well. Not too far away from the First United Methodist Church. So they have that new space available and open. Call them for more information. Check it out. That's posted onto ExploreElginArea.com. Recently posted on there. And a celebration of their new space, which looks absolutely fantastic, might I add, as well. Beautiful lighting in there. They've got those beautiful, majestic chandeliers that are almost kind of medieval style. I love it. They've got a nice staircase, beautiful windows, and kind of that German style exterior too, which is pretty cool to see. Let's see some other things that are also going on here. The Elgin Theater Company. Let's see. Do they have anything posted? Nothing yet for their next production, but stay tuned for that. That'll be coming up next year. But you can always, of course, visit their website to get some more inside scoop information on that. You go to the Metropolis Performing Arts Center. You can enjoy A Christmas Carol. There's also the Second City's Jack Frost roasting on an open fire. That's a performance coming up. If you want to click to get some tickets for that too, you can. That is going on now through till December 31st. Their first show was a couple days ago that they had that. And it's the Second City presenting this performance. And tickets do start at $40. They also do have a New Year's Eve show, which does include a champagne toast. So if you do need something better than old reruns of A Christmas Story and you want to see some real nutcrackers this holiday season, well, then you can dash on through the snow, even though we don't seem to get as much anymore, to the Second City's Jack Frost roasting on an open fire. Your classic holiday family gatherings, office parties, movies, and Mariah Carey on infinite repeat will be severely lampooned in this fast-paced interactive comedy review, stuffed with seasonal songs, as well as sketches, and of course, a heaping slice of their world-famous improv comedy. Now, of course, you can warm your heart with the most wonderful show of the year, too. So if you want to check it out for more information, find them on their website. That's metropolisarts.com. Again, metropolisarts.com for more information. Check them out and see if you might be interested in trying out this performance. And you can also view other performances that'll be coming up, too, in the near future. I do have a guest here in the studio. Can you guess who it is?
Hello, everyone.
Oh boy, it's Derek.
How you doing?
Good. It's been a hot minute since you've been here.
It has been a hot minute,
Yes.
and the reason why I quietly came into the studio,
Quiet as a mouse.
quiet as a mouse, trying to be, just for the simple fact I'm hearing you go through weekend events.
Yes.
And I just came from talking with someone that is actually having a weekend event.
Ooh, okay.
So
Tell me about it.
Well, it is. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and do the live read.
Yeah.
For it.
Absolutely.
So if you're looking for a great way to support youth sports while helping your athlete get better, the Athletes Headquarters Foundation is hosting its 2025 Benefit Hitting Clinic on December 20th at Athletes HQ in Elgin. This special clinic is featuring Jacob Marcy from the Miami Marlins, a Major League Baseball outfielder, and a 2025 MLB All-Rookie Team selection, along with mental performance coach Marius Alexka, plus additional MLB players and professional coaches. This is the Athletes Headquarters Foundation is a 501c3 non-for-profit helping provide opportunities for youth athletes in our community. So if you're looking for a good start to your spring training, if you will, and if you are just looking to swing the bat, maybe it might be a good idea to, check out Athletes HQ in Elgin and pick up a bat. I'm going to be there on Saturday as well, behind the scenes stuff. So go to athleteshq.as.me/AHQ Foundation events, and you'll get all your info right there. Nice. So, yeah, because they basically, as I mentioned, it's a 501c3. So all the they donate everything that they get. They are turning refurbished used goods, as in whether it be baseball cleats, baseball mitts, hockey gear, because all of that, everything is expensive in this day and age. I mean, so they're basically paying it forward, and it's a good training facility. I was just there talking with one of the owners there, Derek Showman. Mm-hmm. So it's a nice facility, and being a former baseball player and everything, and getting ramped up and everything in this type of weather, mm-hmm. It is definitely. If you have a baseball player or softball player, I should say, you should probably check it out for your youngster.
That sounds great.
Yeah, and then it's going to be fun because you get instruction and mental health coaching as well from people that are doing it at a very, very high level. Mm-hmm. It doesn't get any higher than Major League Baseball.
Oh yeah, and if you watch, I know you recently did an interview with Derek and Megan as well. That was a really good one.
Yeah, thank you. But I can't take all the credit for that. Susie C. and Elliot the L Train Serrano on the WRMN morning show. They set it up. I just happened to, hey guys, look at me, the sports guy over here. Can I come in and could I hop on the bandwagon here? So
awesome.
Yeah. It's fun. How have you been?
I've been doing good. I've been doing real good. Yeah, just talking about all the oh my goodness. There's so many things that are happening. I only have so much time to talk about them because there's so much. So I always encourage people, go to the websites, check out exploreelginarea.com, check out these different businesses, check out the Chamber of Commerce websites, check out Facebook pages, because there's a lot that's happening. And
it's a pretty big facility. It's mm-hmm. right off of Randall Road. 10 minutes from the studio here. Nice. It's nice, and it's pretty cool what they're doing in a very short time, because I believe they only become a C3, what is it? A 501c3 non-for-profit, at the very beginning of this year, and they're already starting to do clinics and stuff.
Awesome.
So
that is great. So folks, if you want to check out more information, I've also got it up here on the screen. So it does tell you the ticket type, ticket information. Check it out. Registration at ahqfoundation.org. That's ahqfoundation.org. You go into their events page, and they also do have the map as well as where this is going to be. Now, you can also share this event on Facebook, X, formerly Twitter, and also LinkedIn. And don't forget to check out that interview. Very good. So, yeah. Thanks for telling us about this again, of course.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for letting me drop in and hijack your show for a little bit.
It's no problem. I appreciate it, actually.
What you got going on?
What do I have going on? I'm talking about some of the local theaters and some of the performances that are going on, too.
You got like a Nutcracker thing going?
Oh my goodness. I know
So many things.
Yeah, there are.
Nutcracker, Scrooge. I mean, it is the time of year for it, right?
Yep. White Christmas. That's
White
going
Christmas.
on. That's Paramount Theater. They have that on East Galena Boulevard. Very limited seating. Of course, later into January, you can get some good seating, but very limited right now. So, folks, if you want to check that out, that's ParamountAurora.com to go to. Of course, there's the Steel Beam Theater. That's another good one to go to. They have a lot of different upcoming shows and events. And what I love, too, about these local theaters is a lot of times they plan ahead all the way through to all next year, too.
Sure.
Because they want to make sure
they got to.
all the props, costumes, enough time to get the songs right and everything, too.
lot of practice, rehearsal time.
Yeah.
Lot of making sure that everything is just right. You know, to give the audience, the desired effect of the performances that they're putting on. Yeah, absolutely. Been a part of that many moons ago.
Yeah.
So
I was going to ask you, I know you're the sports guy, but tell us a little bit on any experience with theater that you've had in the past.
God, this was my former life, probably back in like the early 2000s, if you will, when I was out there in Los Angeles and everything. I caught on with like a little theater company, and cool. Which is now defunct, but I mean, I think we did like one performance, and then it didn't go very well, but they had to shut their doors. But I mean, everything from stage placement, and just like, we need to move it over an inch. An inch. I'm like, okay, I didn't think it really made that big of a deal, but hey, if the director is saying move it over an inch, well, you
better move it over an inch.
Yeah, you move it over an inch. But I mean, like the lighting, the music cues, because everything is one big performance. I mean, everything is intertwined.
Right.
So, I mean, from the lighting cues to the music cues to, obviously the dialogue to, the props working. And that was like one of the, bigger challenges was trying to get like a prop to fire off when we needed it to.
Yeah.
They say a line and they're like looking like they know that it's supposed to be coming.
Yep.
The actors, that is. And then all of a sudden it's like, I don't know what's going on. What's happening?
Tech Week was always the most stressful. I remember.
So stressful.
Yep.
And it's like, well, flip a coin. It might work. It might not. Like, oh, hey, okay. Well, I mean, technically it did work. I mean, it's just about 10 seconds late.
Yeah.
And you're standing there, with your, thumb somewhere. But I mean, it's fun when everything comes together without a hitch.
Yeah.
And, but, it's also very nerve-wracking as well.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Especially behind the scenes, there's a lot of things going on. People are running around. People got to make sure they got their mic checks. The lighting's correct, of course, too. And then I've dealt with a lot, and I'm not calling anyone out in particular, but I've dealt with a lot, too, where there's times when where sometimes the actors don't cooperate either. And it's like they're trying to check your mics. You need to be speaking, you need to be singing your lines, not giggling in the back, and kind of things like that too.
Well, yeah, and then there was the fun trying to find an actor where I don't know what I'll just say he or she was thinking of at the particular moment in time, but they decided to go outside and have a smoke, and it was like right around the time that they needed it. They weren't supposed. They only had like a small bit part. They were there for the entire thing, and then all of a sudden, they just like kind of disappeared, and it was like, where are they? Where'd they do? Does anyone have eyes on? And we're all like frantically looking around, and then all of a sudden, they come through the door, the backside entrance or whatever. It's like, you're on.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Whatever.
You know what? When you experience theater, you experience it, folks. You know what? For those of you who have done theater before, you know what we're talking about. You do. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. I was always like very rigid when it came to theater. I was always very professional. I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I was always like, even in school, I was like, no, I got to know my lines. No, we need to behave, that kind of thing. So, because I was like, it's important work. So.
Yeah, it is. And everyone's, trying to make the performance come off without a hitch.
Mm-hmm.
And if, you got people that are standoffish or, hey, I'm just here to do the job that I was hired to do. And why are you, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's all I got.
Whatever.
I don't want to be like all, yeah.
No, of course not. We're talking about
high
our own,
and mighty.
we're
Yeah.
talking about our own personal experiences, folks. And you know what? There's so many great local theaters that, of course, we love to talk about here. I just mentioned some of them. Coming up this Sunday, the 21st, there's one called The Most Sketchiest Time of the Year. I did interview Peter Dietrich with that. He's the writer and the director. I had him on a couple weeks ago, so if you want to check that one out, you can get those tickets. They're available online. You can also find that video under the Out to Lunch playlist. You can find that there. It's with Peter Dietrich with The Most Sketchiest Time of the Year, which sounds like a really cool, fun, family-friendly activity to enjoy. Check it out. That's steelbeamtheater.com for more information.
It's the most sketchiest time of the year.
Yes. And I'm wondering what that entails with the sketchiest side of things. Kind of a play on words.
You probably have like a guy going, and I don't know. I'm just speaking from like off the top of my head because I did not read the literature on what the most sketchiest time of the year is about. But, I just all of a sudden, I went to, a guy in a corporation stealing from the bell ringer things, the Salvation Army.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Like, outside is like, oh yeah, I need to pay for this vacation in the Bahamas. What am I going to do? Ding, 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 as they're ringing the bell.
Yeah.
I mean, I have absolutely no idea. I'm just, that's where my squirrel brain went to. Squirrel.
Oh, my goodness. What else do we have here? We still got a little bit of time left. Since you're on the air, how have you been? What's been going on? What's the 411, the Derek 411?
The Derek 411. Just, just trying to get at it, just trying to work, just trying to, get through these holiday times.
Yes.
Really enjoying the fact that the Chicago Bears are doing what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And, for those of you that don't know, we do have the Chicago Bears, which will be taking on the Green Bay Woodpeckers at 7 o'clock this Saturday. Don't forget, you could hear the pregame here on WRMN 1410 AM. You could hear the actual game on 1410 WRMN. And then the postgame. Hopefully it's going to be a very happy Merry Christmas atmosphere after that game.
I definitely think it will. It's the holiday season.
Yeah, it's the holiday season, but it's just amazing how much better the holiday season is after a Bears win, and especially after they're taking on the Green Bay Woodpeckers.
Yeah, it's not just the talk of the town; it's the talk of the
city.
City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, forget ice. We don't care about. Well, never mind. I won't go down there. I won't go down that road. But
Are you talking about ice skating?
Yeah, ice skating.
Okay.
All the ice skating rinks. I mean, if there was ever a time to go ice skating, it would probably be now.
Yeah, I'm going in January.
You're going in January?
I am.
Yeah.
Chicago ice skating.
Oh, okay.
Should be nice. I haven't done ice skating in years. So I hope I don't fall over. I might, though.
Yeah, well, you're still young.
Yeah, I'll have to wear padding or something.
Yeah, that is probably one of the main reasons why I don't go ice skating anymore. It hurts when you fall.
It does.
And I'm not that coordinated on skates.
I'm not that great either, but it's fun.
It is. You get out there, you go with a couple of people or whatever, or a date, or, and it's a good way to, spend a couple hours.
Yeah.
And then a couple days later, regretting why did I go ice skating? I am so sore.
Got to plan earlier in the weekend so you have time to rest over the rest of the weekend.
Rest, stretch.
There you go. Folks, we'll take a quick time out. Up next, we've got our Tradio segment here on WRMN. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley. This update brought to you by Hot Hands. 2 Chicago men are in custody following a violent home invasion in Homer Glen, with authorities saying charges are likely pending for a similar incident in Lamont. Deputies report that the suspects, armed with handguns, forced 2 elderly women into their homes, bound them, and stole debit cards to withdraw cash. A stolen vehicle was used in both incidents, and a multi-agency pursuit ended with the suspect's arrest. Officials say all 3 suspects have extensive criminal histories and investigations are ongoing. The Aurora City Council has approved the purchase of a new drive test scanner for the police department, despite it costing more than the originally proposed option. The equipment, purchased from LexisNexis for about $195,000 using asset forfeiture funds, will help officers map cell tower coverage to verify location data in investigations. Council members cited concerns about the background of the lowest bidder, 5/8 Group, and potential ethical issues. The council voted 11-1 to move forward with the purchase, with added training included in the final deal. Geneva is postponing its curbside leaf pickup until spring after a November snowstorm buried leaves under 9 inches of snow. The final pickup route will resume in the second half of March for residents who missed their third collection, weather permitting. In the meantime, residents can bag leaves for free in December using brown yard waste bags to be picked up on regular garbage days. Police in Elmhurst report a chaotic encounter with a 29-year-old woman at her North Willow Street home. Authorities say Marissa Bender was found intoxicated, disheveled, and hiding near an SUV after a disturbance was reported. During her arrest, Bender allegedly resisted officers, kicked, and even bit one officer, though no serious injuries were reported. She now faces multiple felony charges, including aggravated battery and resisting arrest, and is being held at DuPage County Jail. Authorities continue to investigate. I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
So you need last-minute gifts. No judgment. Get an extra 25% off during Kohl's Friends and Family Sale and find great gifts under $20. Like something cozy, something thoughtful, something that says you planned this all along. Yep, you're just one quick trip away from checking off the last gifts on your list. Save now at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Select styles. Offer ends December 24th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
A new exclusive offer with an eligible Bank of America Visa credit card is your opportunity to go from cardholder to ticket holder for the FIFA World Cup 2026. For a limited time, when you're approved for a new customized cash rewards or unlimited cash rewards Visa credit card, you're eligible for a chance to purchase FIFA World Cup 2026 tickets. Learn more today at BofA.com/cardFWC26. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be the official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America NA in partnership with Visa. Terms apply. All rights reserved.
For nearly 50 years, the DuPage Senior Citizens Council and Kane Senior Council have been dedicated to serving seniors in DuPage and Kane counties. Established in 1975, the DuPage Senior Citizens Council is a volunteer-driven 501c3 non-for-profit organization committed to helping older adults live with dignity. From providing nutritious meals to offering support services, the Kane Senior Council is there every step of the way. With programs designed to enhance independence and quality of life, they're proud to make a difference in the lives of their senior neighbors. To learn more or to volunteer, visit them at 418B Airport Road in Elgin or head to their website at caneseniorcouncil.org. Give them a call at 630-338-0999. That's 630-338-0999. That's the Kane Senior Council, caring for seniors because they deserve to live with dignity and respect. Visit caneseniorcouncil.org or call 630-338-0999 today.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Hot Hands, America's favorite hand warmers. This afternoon, mostly sunny with a high near 39. Tonight, rain and drizzle likely after 3 a.m., mostly cloudy with a low around 31. Tomorrow, rain before 3 p.m., then a slight chance of rain and snow, cloudy with a high near 47. Currently, it is 35 and partly cloudy. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
The holidays are back at Starbucks, so share the season with a peppermint mocha. Starbucks signature espresso, velvety mocha, and cool peppermint notes, topped with whipped cream and dark chocolate curls. Together is the best place to be at Starbucks.
Find what you love and love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, find what you love only at Total Wine and More. Drink responsibly. B21.
And welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN. It's 35 past the hour. You know that time. It's Tradio time. If you've got something that's got to go, post it here on Tradio. Let the world know your cool items that you've got. Maybe you're looking to buy particular items. It's still the holiday season. Maybe you still need to do some of that holiday shopping. It is coming up soon. Time is a ticking, folks. I still have some of my shopping to do. Most of it is completed and done, but I still have a couple other things that I had in mind to get. So with that being said, definitely I'm going to be getting the ball rolling with that. And I still got to wrap the presents. I haven't wrapped any of them yet. So I have to do that too. But yes, of course, if you are looking to buy, sell, trade, and or announce to the Fox River Valley area, now's the time to call into the station number here. The phone lines are open at 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. If it's got to go, post it here on Tradio. Maybe your church organization or maybe food pantry is having an event that's coming up. Please feel free to share it with us. If you want to post any flyers with your permission, we'd love to do so. Feel free to send over any information to us. You can email me, matt@WRMN1410.com. Let us know if there's anything that we can do for you. Of course, there's lots of great gift ideas that are out there too. If you go to Fox Valley eValues, there's some great things that are going on now. So definitely good stuff to talk about. But in the meantime, of course, we do have our Tradio segment. So please feel free to reach out to us today at 847-931-1410. That's the number to dial. Now, of course, we usually do announce the Tradio announcements for about 3-4 weeks, and then we do take them off the list to make a little bit more room. So if there's anything that has been taken off the list, there's a couple from the previous month here that I've taken off the list. But if you want to relist it, please feel free to call in today at 847-931-1410. You can email me or also text us at 505-926-1410. We have a Tradio caller who has that RV fridge for sale. It's a Dometic AC/DC. Originally paid $900 for it. For the longest time, offered it for $400. He's lowered it now to $300. It's LP gas, 110 volts and 12 volts. It's a model 2554 LB, located in McHenry. You can reach out to him today, and that number to dial is 815-245-0670. That's 815-245-0670. Give this lovely Tradio caller a call today. He can also provide you with some pictures and even more precise dimensions. We have another Tradio caller that's looking for a truck. Now, she is looking for a truck from the pre-admission testing time period, so the 80s and before. If you want to reach out to her, ask to speak with Paul, and that number to dial is 847-531-6383. That's 847-531-6383 is that number. We have another Tradio caller, Lorraine, calling in. She wants to give away some items, including a nice antique hutch, which is great for storage, a television stand to put your maybe new TV on for Christmas or the holidays, and she also does have some exercise equipment too. So please feel free to reach out to her. That's 847-287-5687. Again, that number to dial is 847-287-5687. And then we also do have Greg. He's looking for bicycles, late 1800s to the 1970s, parts, pieces, and or accessories. And of course, they really can be in any condition as well. He's also looking for vintage Omega watches, men's and women's watches, and also those diver style watches. He's a collector, not a dealer. So of course, please feel free to reach out to him. He'll pay a pretty fair price on that. He also has a Schwinn 312 Goose Island bicycle. It runs good for $125. He's got that Lionel Pioneer Zephyr, 4 feet long, in excellent condition. He's also got that Hamilton Beach 3-head milkshake maker in the color ivory, and that one is for $500. Reach out to him today. That's 847-884-6033. That's 847-884-6033. feel free to reach out to Greg for more information on that. And then he can also send you some good pictures out there too. So lots of good things are coming up here locally in the Fox River Valley area. Of course, we'll continue on talking about some of those local theaters. CTE Elgin, that's the Children's Theater of Elgin, and the Fox Valley Theater Company has a Wicked Camp coming up on the 23rd. Now, there should still be some time to sign up and register. Let me just double check to make sure. It does look like here there is still some time to do so. That includes 3 spots left, folks. So 3 spots left. If you have a kid who might be interested in this Wicked Dance Camp, there's general admission at $150. And you can spend the day with Miss Rachel learning some Osmopolitan choreography from the blockbuster hit musical Wicked. Again, the general admission is $150. There is only 3 spots left. So check it out. It's coming up, and it's only 5 days away. It's December 23rd, and it runs from 10 o'clock, and that goes, I think, until 4. Let me double check here. I'm not seeing it on the list. But you can find it there. There's only 3 spots left, so please feel free to check out more information. That's on their website, and that is cteelgin.com. You can also check out the 2026-2027 season announcements, including those new performances that are coming up into next year. During the early part of summer, the Newsies Broadway musical, it's a Disney musical, will be coming up to the stage. The Lightning Thief, the Percy Jackson musical, will be coming up in late June for auditions, performances starting in September. Disney's Little Mermaid Jr. will be in November of next year, and Frozen Jr., that'll be in April of 2027. So they have some great activities planned and some fantastic shows that you don't want to miss out on. Check out more information at cteelgin.org. We have a caller here on the holding line. Let's take it to the phone lines here. Hi there, caller. Welcome to the show.
Oh, this is Jeff from Jeff's Trains. Jeff's Amazing Trains.
Hey, Jeff. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. It's a nice day out there, and everybody's having a festive time. And I know the rush is coming because what is it? Next week is Christmas, right? So
that's right.
I'm hoping everybody gets, has a great time, and the weather holds out enough to be at least halfway pleasant.
Definitely.
I am in scale model railroad stuff now. Not just cars, but basically the buildings and anything to do with that. If anybody's interested, if you've got them, if you know somebody that has them, let me know. I'm also kind of looking for other parts for other trains too. But there was a gentleman that called in here a couple of times, and I called him back a couple of times and never returned phone calls, which is kind of sad because I may have had him a place to get rid of his trains, but it's kind of late now. So anyway, my number here is 630-251-2956. So 630-251-2956. And if I don't talk to you before Christmas, Matthew, you have a great and fantastic Christmas, Festivus, Bar Mitzvah, whatever. Everything under the sun.
I appreciate it, Jeff. And I also say happy holidays to you as well.
And I got to say, you guys, again, to the management and owner of the radio station, I love it. And I'll keep pestering you guys. God bless you guys.
And you as well,
for
Jeff.
everything. Goodbye.
All right. Take care now, Jeff. Bye-bye now. I appreciate it. Very nice. We've got Jeff calling in here. Always a pleasure hearing his voice. And he's looking for trains and parts for trains, preferably cars, but any train memorabilia will do. He's also looking for model railroad items, including the buildings, etc. So please feel free to reach out to him today. And that number to dial is 630-251-2956. That's 630-251-2956. We got another caller. Let's take it to the phone lines. Hi there, caller. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Matt. It's Greg. How are you?
Hey, Greg. I'm good. How are you today?
Good. I heard Jeff out there, and it brought the things to mind, and it's always good to hear a fellow train buff out there.
Yes.
So happy holidays to you, Jeff, if you're still out there. I, amongst all my other things I like to collect, in the model train area, I'm mostly an American Flyer guy, and I may be calling Jeff if he's interested. I may want to be selling off some stuff, but that won't be till well after the holidays. But one thing I have in my collection I'd like to add extra pieces to. It's a real rare bird, but I figure I'm going to throw it out there on Tradio that I've had many successes over the past on Tradio. So, but I'm looking for a Schuco. It's SCHUCO, Disney monorail toy, parts or pieces, accessories. They made a lot of accessories, and this was, again, I think from the 60s. It's a copy of the original monorail in Disneyland, an electronic, I believe an HO version, but a Schuco Disney monorail. I'm not talking about the plastic ones that you can still get at Disneyland. This was a vintage toy. So if anybody is familiar with Schuco monorails, parts, accessories, I would appreciate it. Again, it's 847-962-6033. I have two phone numbers ending in 6033, so I've heard you read them both. But I finally, after 20-some years, got my first smartphone.
Nice.
And I'm enjoying it. Yeah, the block phone is going away.
All right, so that 884 number will take off the list then?
Either one, but yeah, 962-6033 is good.
All right, definitely. Sounds fantastic. And Greg, thanks again for calling in, as always.
And again, happy holidays to you and the listeners. Like I said, you are the talent of the station.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, take care now, Greg. All right, Greg calling in here. Of course, he's looking for lots of great items, and now he's adding to this to the list. He's looking for a Schuco Disney monorail toy. Those monorails are so cool at Disney World. Oh my goodness, in Disneyland. Not the plastic ones, the vintage ones, folks. If you have any of these, you might know someone that does. The Schuco Disney monorail toys. Feel free to reach out to him at his new smartphone number at 847-962-6033. That's 847-962-6033. The time is approaching 48 past the hour. We'll take a quick time out. We'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch. When disaster strikes, flood or fire, every second counts. At Emergency Construction Group, they specialize in immediate response and same-day service for any residential, commercial, or industrial emergency across the Chicagoland area. With over 30 years of experience, they've got the expertise, manpower, and equipment to handle any size loss fast. They follow strict IICRC guidelines to restore your property the right way, the first time. Their team values transparency, constant communication, and strong ethical standards because your peace of mind matters. Licensed, bonded, and insured, they're here for you 24/7, 365 days a year. Call 855-4ECG now. That's 855-432-4669. Or visit their website at emergencyconstructiongroup.com. And let Emergency Construction Group put your life back together one step at a time. That's Emergency Construction Group. Your satisfaction is their passion.
Did you get a call or message that mentioned Social Security that made you feel threatened or scared? That is not the Social Security Administration. Social Security will not threaten you, press you for personal information, or demand instant payment. Social Security does not accept payments by gift card, prepaid debit card, internet currency, or by mailing cash. Criminals use these forms of payment because they are hard to trace. Don't fall for it. Hang up, ignore them. Report this criminal activity to oig.ssa.gov.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Fitting in shouldn't be hard, whether in life, on the court, or in the classroom. At Elgin Community College, you could find your place alongside those expanding their horizons, exploring rewarding careers, and achieving their dreams. A place for doers, thinkers, and believers. At ECC, we see you, we believe in you, and you'll fit right in. Learn more at elgin.edu/belong.
Here on WRMN AM 1410, we like to keep you informed and in tune to what's happening here in the Fox River Valley and what's going on here on WRMN. We recognize the importance of local radio. To be a part of the conversation, and to be a part of the community for the community.
You know, we talked about the importance of community theater, but supporting community radio is a big deal too. And, you know, for WRMN, this is a really cool thing that you guys do every day, and a really important thing. You have to have a local media outlet to talk about what's going on in your town. So you guys do a nice job.
Tune in to AM 1410, WRMN. Don't forget, you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/WRMN Radio. Keep in tune and informed on what's happening here in the Fox River Valley, right here on WRMN. And welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN. We still have about 7 minutes left, and oh boy, so many different things to talk about here. Stay tuned for more here. We've got What's Cooking Today coming up at 1 o'clock. So let's see what we've got in store here for that. If he did post on the website, what'scookingtoday.com. Does look like he did. On today's show, Larry Lipson from the Affordable Wine Report shares his top wines under $20, perfect for gift giving or enjoying this season. James Beard, finalist, and pie whisperer Kate McDermott talking about the gift of pie. That'll be on the show today at 1 o'clock. They're also going to be covering your workouts and Merriam-Webster's 2025 Word of the Year, slop. And also AI-generated digital content at its messy best. So stay tuned for that and more. That is What's Cooking Today on CRN. We also have Talk Time with Tammy and Friends from 2 until 4. From 4 until 5, it's Apolitical Talk Show with Dennis Sonar Green. 5 to 6, we've got our WRMN news segment. And 6 to 8, it's Big Top Sports with Derek Geyer. Stay tuned for more here on WRMN. Now, I wanted to squeeze this because it's a new press release from the city of Elgin. Wanted to make sure I get this out there here for you. So this is a recent update here. City of Elgin has a new press release. Hank Azaria and the EZ Street rock the Hemmons with Bruce Springsteen tribute. Posted today by the city of Elgin, December 17th. Emmy-winning actor and lifelong Bruce Springsteen fan Hank Azaria will perform with the Easy Street Band in a tribute to the legendary rocker at the Hemmons Cultural Center at 45 Symphony Way, Saturday, March 28th, 2026 at 7:30 p.m. Azaria, known for his iconic voice acting on The Simpsons and roles in films and television including Friends, Night at the Museum, and Brockmire, has spent months perfecting his vocal impressions of Springsteen for the show. He reflected saying, quote, "I've never worked harder preparing for any role than I did in perfecting a singing vocal impression of Bruce," end quote. The tribute concert is a full tilt rock and roll experience. Azaria's stage presence pays homage to Springsteen, while the Easy Street Band, composed of top-tier musicians who have performed with artists such as Ariana Grande, Post Malone, and Josh Groban, recreates this classic sound of the E Street Band. The band recently performed on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, showcasing their high-energy tribute to a global audience. All net proceeds from the Hemmons performance will benefit the 4 through 9 Foundation, founded by Azaria and dedicated to social justice, education, and recovery initiatives. I can't think of a better way to spend my time and use my passion for voices than playing these songs for a crowd that loves them while raising money for folks who need it, he wrote. Hank Azaria is available for media interviews in advance of the show. We here at WRMN will make sure to reach out to him. Ticket information, tickets to Hank Azaria and the Easy Street Band may be purchased at the Hemmons box office, online at hemmons.org/tickets, or by phone at 847-931-5900. Reserved seating ticket prices range from $26.50 to $58. The Hemmons Cultural Center, located at 45 Symphony Way in downtown Elgin, is easily accessible from I-90. Parking is free. For additional information and interviews, contact Heather Moore at heather.moore@elginil.gov. Heather, I'll be sending you a message. Thank you so much for presenting this information to us. An exciting tribute coming up in the month of March. Thank you again to the City of Elgin for always keeping us up to date on things happening in the local community. With the time remaining here, we of course have lots of other great things that are coming up. So let's see what else is going on here too. This is posted by the Gail Borden Public Library. How cute is this little dino visitor? We love seeing kids explore, learn, and have fun at the Dinosaur Explorer exhibit. He's even in costume. They're even in costume. I love it. So cute. A nice picture there. Don't miss your chance to roar on over to the main library before it's gone on January 4th. This is the Gail Borden Public Library's Dino Explorer exhibit. Lots of fun for the kids. Great activity for them to enjoy. And it's also very educational too. So some great stuff that you can find there. Village of Lake in the Hills recently posted. They have the Lake in the Hills house decorating contest. You can vote now. They have a good list of some different places west of Randall and east of Randall, a whole list of homes. Below are the homes that have entered the contest in no particular order. But if you do want to enter yourself, you can. Contact the Village of Lake in the Hills. You can find them on their main website. You can also find them on Facebook as well. That's facebook.com/Lake in the Hills IL. If you go to their government page, it's lith.org. You can sign up there. If you just use the keyword search, it's easy to do. Check it out. And they also do have their visitor's guide as well, too. So if you want to check that out as well, they've got some great pages out there on some fun activities to enjoy during any season, any day. So please feel free to check that out. With the time remaining, we're going to be heading on into our next segment. That is, of course, What's Cooking Today with Michael Horn. We also do have Talk Time with Tammy and Friends. Talk Time with Tammy and Friends will be from 2 until 4 o'clock today. Of course, I'll be joining in with her on that, having some great conversations, listening to some cool music, and also going into our News Nation segment. News Nation does, of course, cover different things happening in the world, which kind of leads way into our apolitical talk show segment that is from 4 until 5, with, of course, the news from 5 until 6, and Big Top Sports with Derek Geyer from 6 until 8, talking all cool things when it comes to sports. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We're wishing everyone a very happy Wind Down Wednesday. It is a beautiful sunny day outside, and the temperatures are warming up a little bit. So if you want to step outside, enjoy the beautiful blue skies. It's rich in color today. The sun is shining, and it's not super cold outside. So that's pretty nice. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. As always, this is WRMN, the voice of the valley, the talk of the town, your trusted local radio station for news, talk, and entertainment. I'll see you on the other side in just a couple hours with Talk Time with Tammy and Friends. But if I don't see you, have a wonderful rest of your day.